I must tell you, one exciting change that is about to happen that I think is going to be really good for Dallas is what's going on at the corner of 75 and Northwest Highway. The new Ventana is being built. Ventana by Buckner. 2 12-story luxury retirement high-rises that will transform the way people retire in Dallas. It's luxury. It's going to be like living your retirement at the W, and there's already a lot of excitement about this new project, this new initiative being spearheaded by Buckner, one of the most trusted names in retirement services and in the nonprofit world. So anyway, back to Ventana. It will have spectacular views. It will have world-class food. It will have everything you want in one location. It'll be minutes away from all the best that Dallas has to offer. There's just so much to be excited about. And I want to welcome to the consumer team today, Al Moore. Al has been a very successful businessman here in Dallas. Maybe you've come in contact with him in his computer services company. His son is taking over the helm. He's taking the reins of that company as Al gets ready to retire. And Al will be one of the first people to move into the new Ventana when it is complete. I can tell from the look on his face, he is pretty excited. Al, I want to welcome you to the consumer team. As I said, there is a lot to be excited about regarding Ventana. Give us your thoughts. Why are you excited about moving to the new Ventana?
The first thing is I need to plan for the future. My wife passed away almost 10 years ago. I say I am engaged, but what excites me is that they offer the total package. And their location is just spectacular. I don't want to have to go to Denton or someplace to get in, quote, a retirement center. But I think as you get older, you are going to have to need those type of facilities. So the organization of Ventana, they had the whole package. And I have worked in a lot of building projects, and I know building operations. I was impressed with the thoroughness of Ventana. They know what they're doing. They're kind of have to abide by a lot of regulations because of what they're doing in their continuing care, which is another thing that interested me.
Let's talk about that. I wanted to, because you mentioned that a second ago, the fact that everything will be taken care of. And you know, as you think about your life in retirement, and I'm right behind you, Al, because I'm thinking about these same things. You know, you think about nursing care, you think about private health care, you think about assisted living, and the fact that all of these things, memory care, memory therapy, are provided at Ventana. That's peace of mind, isn't it?
Oh, it's a huge peace of mind, not just to me, but to my children. I have 3 living children, and I did not want to be a burden to my children, and this is a way that I can actually have a life after retirement. I have kind of retired. I own the company, so I still go to the office every day. Notice I didn't say go to work.
So here you are. Your kids are feeling good about this
Very.
move. Yeah. And financially, you seem like being a business owner, you know how to run the numbers on things. Life at Ventana, where things like the nursing care, all these health and medical things, where they are included in your monthly fee versus having to pay for those things individually. I mean, as a business owner, you start looking at the numbers on that, and Ventana suddenly becomes a very prudent financial move.
If you've ever had to be associated with a family member that has needed these medical provisions and didn't make provisions for it, Ventana offers a tremendous, I think, bargain. Now, I'm not saying it's cheap because they cover everything. It's like getting on a cruise ship. Meals included, this included, all that's included. You want to pick up the phone and order something else, that's okay on a cruise ship. Ventana, I'm not saying they do that, but everything is included in the package.
Al, you have been in Dallas for decades, like me. And for anybody who has spent time here in DFW, the name Buckner means a lot. Buckner, of course, is a leader in the nonprofit world. They help orphans worldwide. They do a lot here in Dallas. Buckner Retirement Services is also a leader. Al, your thoughts on the Buckner name and what it means to Ventana?
They know what to do. They have done it, and they do it first class. It's not a pedestrian grade thing that you would get from calling somebody in and say, well, you know, you can get the same things real cheap here or there. They just have a great reputation. They do it right. I have come across some people that have dealt with them, had to use their services, very pleased. And when I saw that they're doing it in the location, I passed that location for decades, and they're part of, 3 mesquite trees growing there now? And I said, it's a waste of land. And now it's going to have something great.
What would you say to somebody, like yourself that has been successful in life but getting to a point where they're thinking about, okay, what's the next chapter? How am I going to handle my retirement? What would you say to that person regarding Ventana?
That life doesn't prepare you for that chapter you were just speaking of, for your next chapter. You really don't get it. You start seeing bits and pieces, and you realize it is a different set of rules, a different set of books, and you need to start looking at it. And the more homework you do on the options you have, the more you appreciate this Ventana package. And that's what it is. It's a package. I had down here, thoroughness of design was one of the things that I have already alluded to it. They just are chomping at the bit to get started and showing what it's going to be. They got a tremendous scale model. In fact, I didn't know you could make one that detailed and lights come up here and there, but it's quite a deal. I would recommend that they start early rather than some friends that I've said that have all of a sudden needed to go. They slipped and fell, or they had something happen and they needed to go to a place and there weren't openings where they wanted to go, and they had to take their fourth choice. And here you get a first-class thing, and you get first choice.
Well, Al Moore, thank you for being with us today. I'm really glad we had a chance to meet and talk about your life here, successful Dallas businessman. Now, as you get ready for your retirement, you're being proactive about your retirement. Al will be making the move to the new Ventana. Luxury retirement living, these beautiful 2 12-story high-rise towers being built at the corner of 75 and Northwest Highway. Floor-to-ceiling windows. Your views will be downtown Dallas and the Park Cities. It will be luxury living for retirement. And in addition to that, here's one thing I really like about Ventana. It's a continuing care retirement community, which means that as you need more services, like health services during your retirement years, health care, nursing care, memory care, things like that normally you might have to make a move to another place. Well, all that's available on the Ventana campus. So you move just once to Ventana. Think about that. Go to the website for more information. It's ventanabybuckner.com, ventanabybuckner.com. You'll get the virtual tour that'll show you what Ventana is going to look like, all the amenities, all the services, the rooftop garden terrace, the restaurants, the health club, the salon, the spa, all these things that will make your life at Ventana just exceptional. And then once you take a look at the website, give them a call. They have an information center that is right there at Northwest Highway and Central. It overlooks where Ventana is going to be built. You'll be able to see the views. You'll see the setting that you'll live in for your retirement years. And you'll meet people like Nancy May, Mary Greer, and Marilyn Moss that can help you understand how exceptional Ventana will be. And during the early construction phase, there is still the ability for you to make some design selections, pretty substantial design suggestions to your apartment home at Ventana. There's just so much to learn about, so much to be excited about regarding the new Ventana. Check it out, ventanabybuckner.com. That's ventanabybuckner.com.